Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. If you reserve part of your lunchtime to be here with us, I have a nice content for you. In the next 30 minutes, we have lots of information to share. I'm Felipe Pojo, representing the team of experts at AWS Brazil, focusing on artificial intelligence, and it's a great pleasure to be here the first time that I present on a stage at FEBRABAN. Every exhibit I am here in our booth, but the first time on the stage in this event. So I'd like to use this opportunity and share with you. We are talking about hyper-personalization and scale. Amazon has the power. Who has bought at Amazon in the last month? Who bought at Amazon last year? And it's a recurrent client. Who here is? Showing that we understand about personalization and how we can provide better experience to clients. Some fast examples that we have more than 8,000 products sold per minute at a global level in a common day. I'm not talking about a prime day, not even special days like Black Friday. So we work with personalization. If you put a product on the cart, we talk about the price, when it's the best price in the last X weeks, on when we are, for example, helping you to choose better, the best product for your need. Have you heard about Rufus, that is an expert assistant on sales expert at AWS? Amazon is there in the site in your Amazon store and you change to the USA, you can use Rufus and you understand the best gift of a dinosaur for a 5-year-old, or the best running shoes for beginners or someone that is more advanced in running. So we help this personalization and we scale it. Alexa itself can talk and is activated by clients all over the world with billions of experiments and billions of interactions every week all around the world. And when we talk about clients' experience, we are talking about clients understand their need. And what we mean here, Jeff Bezos, our founder of the Amazon Group, has a mission that is very specific, that is they have the client as the center of everything. We are obsessed by the clients come first, and we experience this in our culture every day. I'll give you a few minutes so you can read his quote, and jointly we are going to analyze it. Clients are always unhappy. Even when they report they are pleased and things are going well. Even without knowing, clients want better. And their desire to charm and delight them as professional, as a company, will help you to invent on their behalf. So we as clients here, are we going to wake up one day and want something more expensive? No. Do you want something that takes longer to get to you at home? No. You want something better. And a mission, the business line at Amazon, at AWS, we listen to the client, delight the client, and when we work on behalf of the client, we understand that we are going to deliver the better experience, attracting more traffic, more clients. So we open up the range of services and products for this ecosystem. So we have our virtual cycle driving our growth in general. According to McKinsey, clients, 71% of the consumers expect the companies offering personalized experiences. You like to be treated by your name when you receive that email, you know, saying, "Dear name, dear Lord, am I just a name?" So we are always trying to provide a personalized experience, not calling by your name, but offering meaningful products. Another piece of data, according to McKinsey, 76% of the consumers consider purchasing brands that personalize. You get back to the store, the salespeople know, and you buy with them. I'm offering something new, but it makes sense to you. That's how we think. When we combine machine learning, the traditional, observing the time, the history of purchase, and we have machine learning in our database, and we add to this potential using generative AI, and then we add context, data, content, analyzing data, not structural data. We deliver something different. That's all about. How can we reach these changes impacting technology? When we started talking about the internet, I was born and this was ongoing already. When we talk about impact and social change, we had the internet.com. The companies created things from scratch and they reinvented themselves. And when you create something on the internet, you have the chance of take it to people's hand with a mobile, transforming business, creating new business as well. And then we had social media. Everybody used the Instagram and also TikTok, and also using platforms. It's in people's hands, in the palm of their hands, mobile. They are in an ecosystem that we, consumers, we exist and we live over there. And artificial intelligence is here. This era is here for a long time, more than 50 years. But now with generative AI, things are changing. And what has changed in this past of artificial intelligence, generative AI? We had the language models bringing new experiences. Who has interacted with any of these models? I'm not going to name any, but you have interacted with your favorite assistant. Then you can ask questions, analyze things, send documents, get an insight. And when we see an external world, we see this. And then there is a need. How can I bring my data in? I do not talk about public data, and that is RAG. How can I increase the context to bring more data, my data, and use the model's capacity to have a personalized interaction? Then again, more evolution, reasoning of the model so we can solve problems that are more complex. And then we reach to agentic AI. They are here to change, adding up all these capacities plus task execution. So a brief history. Why have we reached this point? Just briefing up, increasing the capacity of model processing, a scale reducing costs to use these models. It was very expensive. The costs are decreased now. And advanced capacity of reasoning. When we add it all, we have the turning point of agentic AI. In order to put everybody on the same page, agent AI are autonomous systems that understand, plan, and execute actions, observing their results to have an interaction until the final delivery, the conclusion of that task. What has changed in our game? We had agentics in the past. We had different ones, but now we have new possibilities of working with these virtual collaborators. When we delegate a function to a colleague, you say, that's the mission. You need to execute that task. And then this person has documents, access to systems and information. So this person can perform the task. But now we can do it virtual collaborators when we see agentic. In this sense, we have also visions of Gartner saying that 33% of software applications in companies will have some kind of agentic AI by the end of 2028. Until last year, less than 1%. But when we say decisions in autonomous way, there was none in 24, starting with some in 25, but increasing, representing 50% of increase of all the decisions automated using autonomous agent by 2028. The agent range, they are here for a long time. You have already interact with these agents, helping you to search information, executing a task, processing a document in a structured way. What changes that we are advancing from a simple assistant to more independent assistants. But if you have a workflow, an agent will analyze that document, process a document, an agent that uses this information, fill in a system, and validate the credit. This was designed in a determining way, written in a system, bringing an automated workflow. We are advancing to these two layers on your right. We have the opportunity now of working with autonomous agents. As I commented before, if you provide a task to our colleague or this agent, they can act independently. If they activate the proper tools to execute that task, executing tasks with the final objective, analyzing the delivery, and from this point, they can have an iteration, debug the system, analyzing the results with the iteration until the final task, reaching the final step. There are digital collaborators, virtual collaborators. Here we have advancing to a point. The companies are designing multi-agent architectures. Department A has an agent with a specific function for that department, but there is a different agent with a different function that can be used by Department B or C, observing an agent's marketplace, virtual employees with specific tasks in the company that are useful for many areas. Everything is related to personalization. Imagine this scenario where you can now create an architecture with multi-agents and one agent that has a supervisor here and understands a demand. When you go to the store and you say what you need, and a salesperson will give you what you need. Or when you call a call center, you say your problem, and from this point, they are route for your service. But now you can digitalize this easier, and this agent is a supervisor, understands the demand, and in a dynamic and autonomous way select the other agents that are experts that are going to be activated to execute a task. In this example, a client asking, what is the best rate for 100,000 reais to buy a new car? The supervisor understands there is a sales opportunity. When they see the other agents, experts created in this marketplace, in this architecture of the company, they understand that is one specialized in credit cards, another one investment, and one expert in credit. I will interact with the expert with credit in this context. This expert understands the demand is to buy a new car and see in the database the credit products and the best product for that client's need. So they return with a product suggestion that would be credit to buy a car because that's the best rate when they buy a car. One example that we can make it tangible, an agent helping to personalize what we would do manually. So this mission, and after all this moment that is strategic of positioning in this market moved by agents, AWS has a vision that's very important to supply the site to create and implement the safest agents in the world. So we have a very strong investment on it. We have a business line specific developing products, observing this platform of AI. Every product line has some kind of delivery, observing this in a more autonomous way to deliver a product or a capacity to help the clients to have a faster journey with value. And the main cases of use that we see. There are three main pillars talking about improving the client's experience with smart agents, now chatbots that are more personalized, using this database that is distributed in the company. They can access it easily, delegating a function, and this agent can interact with different systems very fast, and then you execute these tasks with personalization, helping employees to create visualizations, new products, generating personalized banners to some kind of marketing campaign without an external agency. So you have more autonomy. Also, processes existing in the company accelerating value. I have some examples for you. When we talk about service, we have the possibility during a call to transcribe that phone call. That call transcription will consider the important questions of the client's name of competition. And then in your database, or checking the systems here in how we check a balance without the agent changing screen, delivering a better experience to that client, and a point that is reducing the operation time, average time. More importantly, reliable database. Can we do it today? Yes, but in the past as well. The thing is, we can create agents in a more autonomous way. You do not have to create all the possible questions and address and direct exactly on what will happen. You bring the needs, the systems that the agent access, the database, and all this information they can choose and deliver value in a faster way. So you can analyze in the call faster, having a summary, asking a question. Is this client satisfied? Yes or no? Maybe you can have a checklist produced by Q&A team or monitoring team analyzing all this information. Is the client satisfied? What are the traces of satisfaction? The initial question was solved. So there is a checklist and you have faster information. In addition to that, you can also have an analysis of feeling and the trend, if the sentiment changes, the operator, the silent moments, we have opportunities of improvements, interruptions in the call. When you summarize it all, you have a specific format, put in your CRM, the next interact with the client, your agent in any channel can observe this briefing and know what happened before and provide a best service for that client. Some clients that I will bring are in this journey, personalizing their service. Banco Inter, our partner, increasing the efficiency in 20% when they route queues. When there was an opportunity to talk to a contact point with the bank and you need to talk about topic A and you are routed to department B, now there is this classification and recommendation of area in a transparent way. When you report the support that you need, there is this rerouting of queue, reinventing the super app, intelligent search, that is the magnifying glass for a better experience, and a concierge to help you out to browse, find products, and finalize and rescue the products in the super app, InterShop. Different cases uses, everything is about personalization and improving the client's bank. PagBank presented with us last year at FEBRABAN. In their service channel, Moderninha, they reduced 85% of the average time of service. You are in a support channel of that machine. The retailer is not a technician. They need to use the machine for payment in their business. When there was a support problem, they need to contact the chat, and it took 15 minutes, 20 minutes to solve their problems. In the end of the day, they need the replacement of the machine. They do it in a minute, 2 minutes, automatically. So when there is a problem with the retailers, they deliver a photograph in the WhatsApp of the machine. This information is extracted, serial number, the error message, and if necessary, automatically triggers a service order to replace that paying machine. So reducing a lot the waiting time to have a new machine and keep on selling their products. Hotmart, personalization. Have you heard about Hotmart? Some. If you have Instagram, if you scroll up, you are going to Hotmart to buy a course. They are present in more than 80 countries. And as a creator, as they call you, or a professor, you create a course and deliver this course in their platform. And the users, people, they buy this course. If they have a question, normally there is a self-service in a forum, and this creator needs to answer this in the forum, and it takes a long time. And here they created a tutor. This tutor, for every creator you create a new product in digital media, and this course is transcribe all the documents of support and the media are indexed in a database. And from this point on, now they can provide for any user a question, an online version like a tutor answering your questions about the document that was created with this database. So this AI agent can help the client support. Could be new course, specific material that was delivered, but the student did not find during the course. So the creator is reducing 70% the time that they use answering questions in the forms. Another case, Livelo. Livelo will present today at 3 p.m. at AWS booth. On the other side, what they did with the expert of points. Basically, it is a concierge and an assistant specialized in points. There's no need to buy course in order to points and travel to New York. You can talk to Livelo and ask a strategy to travel, fulfill your dream using the points based on what you ask and your wish. The expert Livelo design a strategy, so you accumulate points and you fulfill your dream just by using the points in Livelo. Another nice case, a big bank in Brazil working with us using generative AI as an assistant for service in canceling department of products, financial products, consignated loans. And the agents that used this agents and agents, everything's so confusing. People, the employees, the operators that wanted to use the support converted in retention of 23% more contracts. The result was expanding this assistance to other products in these financial products. Internal employees, when we talk about it, we were talking about the possibilities of creating. Imagine that you have your team. There's no need to be marketing, could be business. When you draft a campaign without needing to wait an outsourced company, an agency, or a marketeer, using natural language, you can create a first version of your campaign. The Inter is a partner with the initiative using Amazon Nova Canvas to generate personalized images for their marketing campaigns, accelerating the delivery of these campaigns using the creation team. You can also try and create something new without depending on a designer. Weni is a company that was acquired months ago by Vitex, and they deliver as a service a platform of after sales. And it was a site and WhatsApp. So they had an association with us, creating a platform. It was our first case on multi-agents, creating a platform that is multi-agents, offering for the clients, for example, retailers are their clients, and they offer a platform of agents as service. It's a marketplace for agents. You hired a service and you choose in a marketplace, like a website, an agent for answer questions about products, return of orders, status of orders. And then their clients increase their productivity in after sales in 1,100%. And here they have a resolution rate of 99%. The agents sell to a company, a retailer, their platform. This retailer chooses an agent of product information, another agent to check the order, and one of products return. And in low code, they say what the agent must do, natural language, the emojis that they are going to use, the guidance for use, the rules of the company of return, and that's it. So now they can create after-sales agents in digital channels, reducing the need of outsourced companies for this service after sales. And the final pillar that we are going to cover has to do to the use of business. I'm talking about companies like Moody's delivering financial service, financing the USA, reducing their analyzing time of credit proposal from a week to an hour using AI agents with Amazon Bedrock. A nice case that we communicate in the beginning of the year with the Alpha Group, hospital material distributor creating Cota AI. This agent is plugged into their email servers. There is a long tail of orders of quote for small clinics. They cannot cover them all with the sales force analyzing and classify if a demand of quote, yes or no. If yes, they quote the material and the order of the product could be described on the email, in a spreadsheet, Word document, a picture maybe of a screenshot in a spreadsheet. This image is treated, get all the information, a quote on the CRM, and the salesperson will and trigger this quote answer. And in 8 months last year, they had a revenue of new money coming in more than 100 million reais. A small guide, we are reaching the end. Let's start with the tool. You need to understand that when you choose the proper tool, this is an important pathway. It's not just one tool that will solve it all. Everything that I mentioned, we have several different solutions, not just one size fits all. You need to understand it. Here at AWS, we can offer different ways to deliver these capacities. We have infrastructure with GPUs as service, and our proprietary solutions like Anthropic and Hugging Face, Meta, Databricks, among other providers. They train their models in machine learning language models, LLMs. And then you can interact with SageMaker with this model, so you train fine-tuning. A layer ahead, we have Amazon Bedrock. This you can create your AI application end-to-end, customize. The app developers can accelerate their deliveries. And the top level is the application as a service like QBusiness, QDeveloper. These are specific QDeveloper for developers and QBusiness for business users. The highlight for Amazon Bedrock, we started 2023 delivering models as a service using Bedrock, but observing the clients and their demands, we understand that Bedrock is a more complete platform delivering models and also delivers guardrails, connection with database platform so you can create and run your agents. Also services that you observe, integration, inference optimization, cost reduction, among other capacities. We understood that this platform needed to evolve to companies. Amazon Bedrock, you choose a model, not only a model, several models that we have available, also optimize latency, cost reduction, delivering safety, observation, and a full layer that you can create and run your agents. Hundreds of models we have, open source, partners in marketplace, models of partners as service like the Anthropic, and proprietary models that we have like Amazon Nova. Our proprietary model we launched last year, that is a layer of understanding, highlighting in Portuguese, because here we show that we have the global language. Portuguese is one of these languages, and creation models. We have different flavors. We have simple like macro, multimodals like light, pro, and premier to enable new business cases. And all of them, we have more than 200 languages available. The intelligence scale, we see micro up to premier, all of them except to premier, the possibility of having the fine-tuning with your data in order to see customized results. Highlighting here, Amazon Nova thought about velocity, the speed is our main topic. We see the throughput, tokens per second, and the underneath graphic we show the time for the first token in the speed of this model. Invest in the foundation, in your database. You need to invest here because generative AI is just the tip of the iceberg. When you deliver an app, you need to structure your data, governance, compliance, so you can deliver a different value to your business. This is the differential. Then you create your data cycle, your app, and the foundation. You have these applications that are smarter in the end. That's the biggest differential. You have a company with AI, and this is embedded in your daily activities, so you bring more personalization to your clients. Final message: understand the challenges of responsible AI, policies, your rules of compliance and policies at your company, so you ensure that you are going to deliver an app that is responsible and safe. It's not easy, and it's important to start now. In the foundation, we can help you out. If you would like to take a picture, this is our best practice guide for responsible AI at AWS. Hundreds of companies here in Brazil. I have some examples. We do not have much time, so contact us. We have different solutions already implemented, public and non-public, but in your business we can help you out. I'd like to thank you so much for your time. 30 seconds, I'm out, but it was enough. Thank you. Thank you.